What do we know, Mr. President, for sure as we move toward this debate? We know that Americans oppose this bill. They are not buying the claim that this legislation would do anything whatsoever to lower our staggering deficits.
To the prairies, to the oceans, white with foam. God bless America, my home, sweet home. God bless America, my home, sweet home. All right. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Georgia State Capitol, and this wonderful opportunity to fight back and fight the good fight against what we know is destructive, is harmful, is dangerous, and is decidedly un-America. And I am so proud to be part of DocsForPatientCare.org. Earlier this week, Dr. Schurz and I had on as a guest a doctor from Canada, and the doctor confirmed, I don't know if you know this, it's literally against the law in Canada to purchase health care coverage if your insurance or if the government doesn't provide it to your satisfaction. You go to jail if you buy health care coverage out of your own pocket. Now, if you think that's shocking, it could never happen in the United States, I want to remind you that in the House bill at least, it is against the law not to be insured at all. You could be fined, and indeed you could go to jail if you don't have health insurance. So we're not that far from Canada, our neighbors to the north, under the way the Democrats want to do this. Keep that in mind.
Hello, Atlanta. I'd like to say thank you for coming out to support us as we seek to defeat the health care reform bill as it currently stands. Replacing it instead with a bill that does not bankrupt our economy, place astronomical debt on generations to come, strip us of our freedom of choice, and steer us down the path of socialized medicine in our nation. We as practicing physicians must have an active role in achieving that health care reform. I equate trying to establish health care reform without the active, meaningful input of physicians is like trying to build a massive bridge without engineers. Just a group of well-meaning individuals drawing up the plans. Can you attempt to do it? Yes. But is it legal? Is it ethical? Is it the means by which you have the potential to obtain the best possible outcome? I think not. To get the best possible outcome, I contend you must have all parties who have a deep, vested interest in that outcome intricately involved from the beginning in your decision-making process. As far as health care reform, we as physicians are like that engineer analogy, completely shut out of the planning and building of that massive bridge. Not too many miles from where we stand today, a movement was started for civil rights and freedoms for African American citizens. During that stormy era of our nation's history, many songs were sung that depicted the determination and resolve of the people to press on against tremendous odds. One of those songs that I remember hearing at church and singing along with as a little girl had the following lyrics. Ain't gonna let nobody turn me around, turn me around, turn me around. Amen. Ain't gonna let nobody turn me around. I'm gonna keep on walking, keep on talking, marching up to freedom land. The message of that powerful song truly resonates in my heart today as I stand here before all of you, thinking of the formidable task before us. Is this our cry? Yes! Is this our resolve as we come against our modern-day Goliath? Yes! Our modern-day Goliath, our government, which is seeking to strip away our freedom of choice and saddle us with a health care bill that most Americans do not desire. Amen. when you look at it all, we are facing some truly formidable odds against us, against our modern day Goliath. But if you read the end of the story, come on now. If you read the end of the story, Goliath was conquered. So let us not give up the fight, no matter how formidable the foe. During the dark, difficult days of the civil rights movement in our nation, citizens from all walks of life, races, and nationalities came together. They marched together. They sang together. They prayed together. Some even died together. But ultimately, they prevailed. That was their time.
Let's do it again.
This is our time. Let it not be said of us that we allowed freedoms to be stripped away from our hands under our watch.
Amen.
Let us together stand for responsible healthcare reform that is honoring to our profession and equally honoring to the patients who are entrusted into our care and in whom we seek to serve. Thank you, Atlanta.
I think she's right. We have more than a few Davids and more than a few slingshots ready for battle these days. Let me ask you a question. Do you want socialized medicine? No! Guess what? They don't care. You're going to get it anyway. Do you want a government bureaucrat telling you how to take care of your patients? No! They don't care. You're going to get that anyway. You want the government rationing health care? No! Help me out. They don't care. That's right. You want the government to decide who lives and who dies? No! They don't care. Right. You want to burden your children and your grandchildren with crushing debt? No. They don't care. Do you want the American taxpayers to foot the bill for illegal immigrants? No. They don't care. Right. And the truth is they don't care. They don't care what you want, and they don't care what you think. They are ideologues who believe that the government is the answer to every problem. They're party politicians who are driven by the far left in defiance of common sense.
Election can't come soon enough.
Can I hear an amen? Amen. Thank you. Their goal is to gain control of 1/6 of the United States economy, and they don't care if they ruin health care in the process. The real truth is, they don't care, but we do. We're the ones who actually take care of patients day in and day out. When it comes to deciding the kind of care that somebody's going to get, I bring 10 years of postgraduate training, 30 years of experience to the table. What do they bring? A bureaucrat and a cost-benefit analysis.
This has never been about health care to the Congress or to the White House. It's been about control. Control over you. Because when the government is in charge of the most fundamental need that you have, they've got you.
That was their time.
Let's do it again.
This is our time. Let it not be said of us that we allowed freedoms to be stripped away from our hands under our watch.
Amen.